Here's her headline: Fun, loving, adventurous lady, responsible sometimes, who likes to laugh and lives to love. So fun-loving, adventurous lady, that's lovely. But responsible sometimes, as soon as I read that, I thought, wow, is she sometimes irresponsible? You don't want a man to ever question your sense of responsibility. So don't put that in. The last part, who likes to live and lives to love, it's lovely, but doesn't really tell me anything, except it sounds like a cliche. So if you do like to laugh and live to love, whatever that means to you, find a quote that means that. Or be funny and use a humorous quote. So let's move on to your photos. And the first photo is your profile photo. And your photo is lovely. It's lovely smile, very open. You look engaged. I love that. Here's what's not working for me: two things. One is your choice of outfit for your first picture does not make you stand out. It's too dark. I would absolutely recommend color: reds, lime green, royal blue, something bright. First of all, it would brighten your complexion. And second of all, it will capture somebody's attention. As a man is scrolling through hundreds and hundreds of profiles, the ones with the brightest clothing are the ones that capture attention. So make sure that your profile photo has something where you're wearing bright clothes. Also, I would have your hair done professionally for this profile photo. You definitely will look better when your hair is professionally blown out. You're an attractive woman, and I would love to see you look your best, especially for the first photo. Let's go to the second photo. In the second photo, you're wearing a bright outfit, and I think that's great. I love how that looks on you. Shows off your shapely arms, that you're in good shape. I don't like having your arm up. It just looks a little odd to me. So I would like to see your arm down, and I like the red necklace. That's lovely. You're not smiling fully in this picture. You're kind of not sure what that expression is, but it doesn't look warm and inviting. So I would definitely encourage you to smile warmly. Let's look at your third photo. Now here's a very nice smile, and you're wearing lipstick. It shows off your complexion better. What I don't like about this picture is, first of all, it's an obvious selfie. Your arm looks like it's cut off, and it looks foreshortened. Or maybe somebody's next to you. I can't really tell. Actually, that might be a man's hand, but it just looks weird. The other thing is that your roots are showing and your hair is pulled back, and it looks a little bit frizzy. I hate to be nitpicky here, but people are judging from the very first photo they see of you, so I would recommend that you get your hair blown out. If you're going to wear it back, put some gel in it. Make sure that your roots are touched up. Let's look at the next photo. So this is a photo on a boat, and I would love to see a caption. And I think it's nice to see you in this beautiful setting. It shows that you like adventure, you like to be on a boat. So I think this is just nice. It's a great photo. And even though you're not smiling fully and you have sunglasses on, which I don't recommend, I would keep this in because it tells a story. I think just having the right caption will help a man be able to connect with the story of the photo. The next picture is another picture on a boat, and the reason I don't like it is I don't see you. You're covering your mouth, you're in profile, and it doesn't do anything for you. It doesn't make me want to get to know you because I can barely see you. So I would just get rid of this photo. And this is your last photo. And the caption underneath is "Summer Day in My Favorite Hawaiian Dress." So I'm glad this is your favorite dress. I love that you're smiling. I love the color red on you. You see how that really makes you stand out. The problem is this is a photo with shorter hair. I don't know when this was taken, but it looks like it was older. Your hair looks like it's about 5 inches longer now. So that's going to raise some questions. Is this a picture of you today with shorter hair, or are you the one in the photo, in the profile photo? You want your pictures to be consistent. I also think the poofiness of this dress is dated, and I would use another dress that's red, because the red is lovely, but less ruffly, less poofy, even though it is your favorite. Okay, now we're going to go to her profile essay. Happy, optimistic, friendly woman who loves adventure. So here's the problem with that. There are a lot of really nice adjectives, but they don't tell me anything specific about you. So before we even go any further, I just want to say that this is a common mistake. Many people make this mistake of just putting a whole bunch of adjectives. The problem is when you list adjectives, they're not specific to you. So what you really want to do is tell a story about yourself. How are you optimistic? How are you happy? What makes you happy? Friendly. Give me an example of what makes you friendly. How are you friendly to other people? You love adventure. What kind of adventure? So for somebody, one person adventure could be going to the local flea market, and for another person it means traveling around the world. So we really need to know what it is to you. Okay? So let's go to my life is full of friends and activities. And let's get rid of that line. We'll go to the next line. And my life is full of friends and activities, and I would also like to enjoy the warmth and sharing of an intimate relationship. So it's great that your life is full of friends and activities, but I don't know what kind of activities. So again, tell me what they are. And it doesn't really go with the next sentence. I would also like to enjoy the warmth and sharing of an intimate relationship. Maybe say something like, I would like to share those activities with a man. Something like that. So let's go to the next line. I feel blessed. I'm luckier than many. My son's grown. I have more time to play. Okay, it's great that you feel blessed and you feel lucky, but the next part of your sentence is a little confusing. My son is grown, I have more time to play. It sounds like you're lucky that your son is grown, you feel blessed that your son is grown. So the question is, what do you want to be doing with your time now that your son is grown? It's just the wording of this sentence needs to be a little bit better. I think it's great that you say that you're an empty nester and that you have a son and that he has grown. Have more time to play makes it sound like that you are just about play, and you don't want to be one-dimensional. And what does play mean to you? So I think I would get rid of I feel blessed, I'm luckier than many. Talk about the fact that your son is grown, and what do you do with your time now that he's grown? And let's go to the next line. Among my friends and family, I'm known to be thoughtful, warm, generous, considerate, and sensitive with a playful sense of humor. So play is obviously really important to you, and I think that's great. I'm a big proponent of play. And men are actually looking for playful women. The high-quality men like that quality in a woman. So what I think you need to just work on is what is thoughtful, warm, generous, considerate, and sensitive. It's a bunch of adjectives again, so I don't want to repeat myself, but you do need to get more specific. Okay, the next section is really interesting. So you love to travel to foreign places, and one of the pictures of you is on a boat during a trip on the Volga River to the village where your grandfather was born. You might want to say where the Volga River is for people like me who are geographically challenged. But what I love about this is that here you're talking about one of the pictures that you have up, and that's why I want you to caption your pictures. And what I also want is to know why that trip was important. You're showing your values here. Your grandfather was born in a village, and you went back to look at that village and to visit it, and you took a boat trip. And I think that is fabulous. So I would love to hear a little bit more about that and why you did it, what it meant to you. What it meant to you so men can know what you are about. Let's go to the next sentence. I want to trek in Nepal and Bhutan. A couple of years ago, I climbed into the Great Pyramid at Giza. Well, let's just go to the end. And the other photo of me is me as the first mate on a sailboat in the BVI. Okay, sorry about the crooked line there. So I want to trek in Nepal and Bhutan. I don't know where Bhutan is, but I don't really, a man's not going to want to know that where you want to trek unless you invite him along and ask him if he's interested in coming. So I would say where Bhutan is. Maybe I'm ignorant, but other people may not know. So let's not assume that people know where these exotic places are. And I think it's great that you climbed into the Great Pyramid at Giza. I think it's more about like, why was that great? What was it about climbing into that Great Pyramid that meant something to you? And I would get rid of the last line about the boat photo, because it doesn't matter to man that you're the first mate on a sailboat of a picture with a picture that isn't a good representation of you. So I just get rid of the picture, get rid of that last sentence. Now let's go to the next section. I grew up on a farm, in a farm community in Ohio, and maintained those Midwestern values. Men trust me with their secrets. Okay, I love that you grew up in a farm community in Ohio, but tell me, what are those Midwestern values? What did growing up on a farm teach you? Did it teach you how to get along with others? Did it teach you the value of hard work? Tell us what it taught you and how it applies to your life today, and how it will apply in a relationship. That's what men care about. Who you've become and what's in it for them. Men trust me with their secrets feels like it's too intimate at this point of the essay of getting to know a man. I would take that out, and that's something that a man will be able to assess when he meets you. It just feels like an awkward sentence. Let's go to the last paragraph. It's hard to convey who one is on a website, but I seek and offer fun, a stimulating and active life, and affectionate playfulness. I look forward to sharing my partner's interests and connections. All right, take out it's hard to convey who one is on a website, because that sounds like you are not confident. And so, yes, it's hard. It's hard for everybody who writes these essays to convey who they are. You're trying to capture a really small thumbnail of your whole life in a couple of paragraphs in about 150 to 200 words. So it's a challenge, but don't write about the challenge. Just be confident. So when you say I seek and offer fun, you wrote about fun and playfulness again, so 3 times as far as I can count, and you also talked about playful sense of humor. So yeah, I think that you want to give an idea about who you are. You're playful, but you're other things. So you offer a stimulating and active life, and affectionate playfulness, again, playfulness. So give me a little bit more balance here about who you are. And I look forward to sharing my partner's interests and connections. That's lovely. But now end with a call to action. If you want him to connect, so ask him. And don't be afraid to say, if this sounds like you, drop me a line, or I can't wait to hear your voice. Bold men who contact me first get extra points. Really do something that's a little bit playful. Show your playfulness by the kind of writing that you do, and make sure to ask for what you want. That's about it. I think if you add all of those, make those changes and add those things, you're going to have a fantastic profile with a great screen name and a great headline, great photos, and you're going to attract the man that you want to attract into your life.